this new project with Big Draw, that is breathe better today to keep the doctor away. So let's just understand what is Big Draw. I think we already know that Big Draw is an international charity that promotes visual education. And we have a big festival that promotes art from artists from the kids to adults on a particular theme that propagates a message to the community that says, make the change. So my proposal today is going to be promoting pranayama. Pranayama is nothing but like a breathing technique that actually improves the well-being of everybody. So if you actually take it as a habit and do it every day, the overall health improves, and thus we keep the doctor away. So this is the message I would like to take to the community today. Let's talk about what is Brahmari Pranayama. There is actually a study by the American Journal of Respiratory and Critical Care Medicine, which was published that yogic humming, Brahmari's other name is called a yogic humming, greatly increases the nasal nitric oxide. What is this nasal nitric oxide? That is what we are going to understand today before we actually practice the pranayama. So what is this about nitric oxide? Nitric oxide is naturally generated by the body. So we'll understand what nitric oxide does in our body. Before that, where does it actually generate? The body naturally generates it. That's what we are saying. So the paranasal sinuses are nothing but cavities on either side of our nose, and it actually has a little bit on our eyebrows. So the paranasal sinuses are nothing but like cavities, and the endothelium, or basically the inner cells within them, start to generate this nitric oxide. This is the usual area where the nitric oxide is generated in the body, in the nasal passage, right? So just to understand more clearly, I think everybody know what a sinusitis. Sinusitis is something where there is an inflammation and it causes actually pain, again, on all the sinus or the parts that you're seeing on the picture here. On either sides of the nose, below your eyes, there will be some pain, and there will also be some inflammation on your, the point in between your eyebrows, right? These are usually when the sinuses gets inflamed. That is the effect of sinusitis. What happens during sinusitis? Your noses are naturally blocked, right? Your noses are blocked. You can't breathe very comfortably, and you start getting pain in all of these sinus joints. And what happens here is the nitric oxide cannot be secreted, because due to the inflammation of the sinuses, all of these areas are blocked. The paranasal sinuses is either sometimes, very rarely, filled with phlegm, or sometimes it's just the inflammation itself will block them from generating the nitric oxide. Here we are going to actually bring a real fun thing. Have you ever seen horror movies? When you're actually seeing a horror movies, when you're scared, what happens to your body? You feel the tightness in your body, right? You will be actually sitting in probably the edge of the seat, just trying to run away or something of that sort, or you will be kind of like hugging yourself against somebody who is really tight, right? So the muscles and everything becomes really tight when you're actually scared. What happens during the comedy movies? You're in the most relaxed state. You'll be laughing out loud. There is no stress in your body. So we are actually taking the concept of total stress versus total relaxation. So what does this nitric oxide has to do with it? Let's see it. All right. So nitric oxide is nothing but a natural vasodilator. What does that mean? It actually relaxes your muscles. So when you see a comedy movie, what actually the nitric oxide gets generated, and it helps all the blood flow to all the parts of your body. It relaxes your body. a natural vasodilator. And it improves memory. So again, improving memory or calming down the brain or improving your creativity. What happens to all of that? Improving the blood flow to the brain. We already spoke about the vasodilator. So it actually takes the whole lot of oxygenated blood to every nook and corner of your body, obviously into your brain for sure. Calms down the brain. Yes. So when you are agitated, for example, you just saw a horror movie, can you just go and sleep immediately? No, your brain is still too active, right? Either it is scared or it is very agitated, etc. So how do you bring it down to a point that you can just sleep without it affecting your brain, right? Another effect of nitric oxide. Relaxation of your lungs. So the moment we say when we relax the muscles and everything, when the lungs are relaxed, the expansion of the lungs is to its fullest, and thus the oxygenation to your body is improved. Makes you a great singer. This is, yeah, it's an added advantage for Brahmari. The modulations that you can do and the pitch that you can take, etc., are greatly improved by the vibrations of what we call the Brahmari, and thus it actually also increases the nitric oxide. So it's a kind of like a double double winner kind of a thingy. All right, vibration again. What is the advantage of this humming and the vibration that is actually creating? It flushes the viruses and the bacteria of your nasal cavity. One of the important phase that we are here for is, like, during the COVID times, it's been extremely difficult to keep our lungs healthy, to keep up with, like, keeping the viruses away. We wear masks all the time. So this way, when you actually improve the nitric oxide and the vibrations along with that, it actually flushes everything from your nasal cavity, and thus overall your body is well oxygenated. There is no stress in your brain. It improves every functions of your brain, of your body, by improving the oxygenation to all your organs, and also it flushes the viruses and bacteria. Thus, the immunity is improved. We now know what does it do. Let's just experience that. Let's sit in a comfortable position. The spine should be nice and erect. Roll your shoulders to the back. Relax your shoulders. There is no effort in your body. Close your eyes. Let's take a moment to watch our breath. Just watch the inhale and the exhale naturally occurring in and out. Just observe. Now, the tongue is touching the upper palate of the mouth or behind the upper tooth. And I'm not zipping my mouth tight. I'm not doing that. I'm slightly opening my mouth. I'm not breathing through my mouth. I'm breathing through my nose, but I'm slightly opening my mouth. It makes the sound very perfect. So we are going to do the sound, yum sound to be exact. But what it makes is going to be the yen sound. That happens whenever you say the n sound, your tongue is touching the upper palate of the mouth. So we are creating the n sound. So let me do it really quick. So we inhale through the nose. That's it. As long as the exhale takes you, just let it go and let it finish the exhale completely with the sound. Let's practice once all together. Tongue is touching the upper palate of the mouth. Inhale. Inhale. Did you feel the vibrations on your forehead? Vibrations on your cheeks? Now we are going to do the same technique with a little kind of like a aid with our hands. We're going to close our eyes with our fingers. The thumb is touching the external flap of the ear, like the inner ear. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you close it, you will feel the clogging of the ear. So you're not clogging the ear, you're gently touching them with your thumb, like that. And then your 1 and 2 below the mouth, above the mouth, closing the eyes. Just gently, you're not actually pressing anything here. Now the same practice, tongue is touching the upper palate of the mouth and create the sound. Inhale. Feel the vibrations still pumping into your face. Release and relax. Observe the state of your mind, the calmness in your mind. Observe your breath. Compare your breath before and after. The calmness in your breath, the ease in your breath. Gently open. So this is actually a simple practice. We just did it for like 2 minutes. It takes very little time and you can practice this every day. And when you practice in the morning, again, it actually improves the breathing pattern over the day. And if you practice at night, it actually kind of calms you down from any disturbances from the day and totally brings you to, you will have a very sound sleep. Practice this every day, and we'll see. I mean, let me know how you guys experience this thing. So we actually just learned how to do Brahmari Pranayama. Now we got 3 points from this. Whatever we actually spoke about, the 3 important point here is: 1, breathing right only through the nose, right? Because that way the nitric oxide is created, and 2, the viruses and the bacteria are flushed out of our nose. And 2, yogic humming actually boosts immunity. We just saw the various points, what it does, and it improves the blood flow to all the organs. So what is the art idea here? Here you can actually either pick a point from all the 3 points, or you can actually do include all the 3 ideas. Just use your own creativity. Again, any medium goes, any crafting goes. Just pick your medium, whichever you would like to do. You can mix and match, anything goes. And these are just some samples that I thought of. Again, this the left one shows improving the breath through the nose, and the other one actually shows the improvement in your lung capacity, the breathing capacity, things like that. And how do you share your art? Want to participate? You need any help to go along with this project? Just write to me. This is my email. I can actually share with all of you. I'm going to put my email on the chat box if you guys need it. And every participant will receive a certificate of participation from Sunnyvale Art Club and the Big Drop. Thank you.